And we are going to bring in His Excellency Pavel Latushka, former Belarusian Ambassador to Poland. Good afternoon, sir, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good afternoon.
So we begin with our first question, which is probably quite an obvious one. What were your impressions from this rather significant speech that was delivered this morning by Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski?
Thank you for your question. It is important to us that in today's expose, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Poland, Radosław Sikorski, mentioned, among other things, the Belarusian issues. He emphasized the significance of cooperation with democratic forces of Belarus, the support of civil society, Belarusian civil society, and independent media, and acknowledged the unprecedented level of repression in our country. The message of supporting the democratic aspirations of the Belarusian people holds great importance for us. It is crucial that this message was conveyed in the Polish parliament, same of Poland, by the head of Polish diplomacy.
Also in respect to Belarus, Foreign Minister Sikorski expressed his intent, or the intent, to impose sanctions on Belarus similar to those that are placed on Russia, and harmonizing those sanctions. Where exactly do you stand on that? Because I've heard some people saying that perhaps such harsh sanctions would only hurt the people of Belarus and not the regime.
It is a very important question. We have consistently emphasized to our partners in Europe, in the United States, in Canada, in Britain, the importance of aligning sanctions against Russia and the Lukashenko regime. This is a primary issue that prevents the effectiveness of sanctions against both the aggressor country and the co-aggressor in this conflict. Belarus, due to the disparity in sanctions, has become a country through which sanctions are circumvented in favor of Russian interests. We appreciate the strong state taken by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Poland, of Polish government. I expressed my support for this position during my recent meetings at the European External Action Service in Brussels 2 weeks ago. What's crucial here is the united decision from all 27 countries. Its unity is very important. The success of Ukraine matters to us, and we aim to apply financial and economic pressure on both regimes. Another aspect involves considering financial sanctions on Belarusian banks and imposing sanctions on the transit of goods passing through Belarus to other countries, which often end up in Russia in reality. So sanction strategy, it is crucially important.
And now moving on to illegal immigration, Radosław Sikorski spoke very clearly about certain steps that he intends to implement, and this also concerns Belarus. What is your take on that? Because some of this immigration obviously concerns immigration coming from Belarus.
It is a huge problem. I agree. Illegal migrants are being used as a tool of pressure by Lukashenko, with support, of course, from the Kremlin against neighboring states, first of all against Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia. Lukashenko initiates this undeclared war, we can name it as a declared war, in 2021. And we have recently witnessed an increase in terms of illegally cross the borders of Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia, especially Poland border. Lukashenko's goal is to destabilize the situation on the European Union borders, divert the resources, attention, and finances of neighboring countries towards addressing their own security concerns, and reduce their assistance to Ukraine. This aligns with Russia's strategic objective, and Lukashenko serves as a valuable instrument in this policy, I'm sure.
Surely it does, and surely it will remain a problem. Well, not surprisingly, Mr. Sikorski underscored the continued support for pro-democratic movements in Belarus and Russia. What are your expectations in this regard, and what do you see coming out of Poland, per se, concerning the support of all the opposition to the Belarusian regime?
Thank you for your question. It is of utmost importance to hold Lukashenko, first of all, accountable for the crimes he has committed against humanity, particularly towards Belarusians. Crimes against humanity, as well as for war crimes related to the illegal displacement of Ukrainian children from Ukraine to Belarus. These are clear and compelling reasons for Lukashenko to face international justice. The victory, I'm sure, the victory of democracy in Belarus can only be achieved when those responsible are held accountable. We are determined to bring Lukashenko to justice, and the assistance of our neighbors, primarily Poland and Lithuania, is crucial in this matter. Additionally, we hope for maximum support for independent media. It was mentioned by Mr. Sikorski. Belarusian society opposes the war, and Lukashenko, unlike Russian society, which largely supports the war and Putin, the Belarusian people are our main strength and weapon. Therefore, supporting independent media and empowering civil society are of great importance.
Thank you very much, Pavel Latushka, for your insight on this very special day and on your comments on Radosław Sikorski's foreign policy speech. Pavel Latushka, former Belarusian ambassador to Poland, thank you very much for joining us on TVP World.